Please, Christina.
Well, we're down to 25 minutes, and there's been a lot of presentations, but really we need to kind of all put up our hands and start to somehow blend something together, because now we're all here to tell a story, and there's no way that we're going to create any kind of social change without telling stories. So let me kind of throw out a vision to you, and then see where you and we might all fit in and work together. Let's say we have 90 minutes. We have 90 minutes on December the 3rd. Is that the Thursday? Is that a Thursday before? We think so, the Thursday evening. There's a run-up to that. There's a run-up for, you know, there'll be a lot of teasing happening to what is going to happen. And of course we're going to have something that is not only going to be a debate or a roundtable discussion, because climate change is no really longer a debate. It's more downloading the information, sharing this. But we're going to do it in a very entertaining manner, because that's the only way we're going to get an audience. So, you know, we look at one element here, because I think there are about 4 or 5 elements that are sitting out here right now. The lady actually that has the virtual trees on the Tour Eiffel, because it's going to be from Paris to the rest of the world. So all the countries are going to come to Paris and then download to the world. And what a perfect place to actually share this kind of story, this activism, which is really what we're going to be doing for maybe 90 minutes. Let's hope we're going to do it for 90 minutes. And then maybe a follow-up at the end of the week, and then we're going to open the floodgates for this sort of information to actually get out in an entertaining manner. We've got to start making the environmental problems sexy. We've got to get them to be, sorry, but am I allowed to say that? Yes? Okay, well, you never know. Because for the youth to get involved, it has to be that way. We've got to start getting it. And so we begin with music here. And we begin with a contest. Now, this isn't just any old contest. It's got to be a contest that's actually going to download knowledge to people. So, and on all initiatives, in all categories, because climate change touches everything, as Alexandra already pointed out. And with the youth, they're involved in everything, and they've got to be, because it's their future that we're talking about. And it also needs to involve all the countries. So how do we do that? We've got so many countries, we've got so many issues. So that's where we have the run-up. So imagine a run-up of, let's say, maybe every week, and I don't know how Christophe is going to see this pan out on Global Rockstar, but, you know, start to see countries that then put forth 3 or 4 rock videos that take issue at some kind of initiative that's really necessary, because all countries have different priorities. We all have different problems. And so what we need to do is then look to those issues and let the youth come out and let them tell us their story. What's the story happening in your country? Sing about it. Do street theatre. Whatever is kind of entertaining, whatever comes to your expression, whatever's going to make good TV, how we can all begin communicating with each other. Because we have an enormous, wonderful opportunity. We don't have a lot of time leading up to it. We're on a, I mean, it's enormously ambitious, as you probably noticed that John said earlier, how he began this meeting today. We're in major ambition land here. But we can do it, but we all need to step in together. There are initiatives that, you know, there are some organizations in this room that I know we can kind of, that we can all get behind. There are events happening in Russia, the event in October. I wasn't clear on what that was. I didn't want to ask any more questions until it was appropriate to have a longer dialogue with you, to see what's going on, what might we be able to involve them in this run-up to December 3rd. But just let's envision something that has dialogue, it has maybe celebrities come in, and because there are a lot of celebrities that are very involved in a lot of particular issues. We were talking last night, for example, Leo DiCaprio. I mean, he is just so committed to species in extinction. You know, he's very concerned about the tigers. He's concerned about the elephants. That's part of climate change, where everyone is being hit by it. It's not something, you know. So what we have is, I guess there's a conversation going on here that, should we be involved in this? No, okay. Anyhow, so what I'm just trying to put out, I'm trying to put out like a call here to, if you can begin to tell your story, think about your story. Given what you've just been presented here, this is the avenue to which we can speak through. How do you think we can rally your groups, the people, the young people that you're involved with, to be a part of this contest, whatever it might be? And maybe that evening we show 5 of the 5 finalists, because we're not sure that they should be given an award. That may be too much. Maybe the following week they get an award. Maybe it's everyone in the world that votes for this prize, or it's one in every category. You know, maybe there's just not one winner, because every category, everything, we've got so many problems around the world. You know, we're fighting poverty. Boy, there are so many stories that you can tell around that. You can bring laughter, you can bring tears, you can bring all sorts of things. So I think that's the opportunity to reach out to the youth and ask them to get creative and bring that information and bring that in to us. So I don't really want to talk, because I don't want to make a presentation. I just want to kind of say we're open right now to start work, but we've got to get to work. The dates are like already upon us. We're already behind, actually. But that's okay. I believe we can do it. We've got some really wonderful partners up here on the stage to move forward. So let's start communicating and say, oh, look, we can do this, or we can do that, because we need an enormous organization to bring the world together, the world's youth together, in this creative moment.